So I went to go see Concussion the other day. And actually, Concussion was pretty good. I spoke to my mother. She went to go see it, and she was like, I'm not a real big Will Smith fan, but he was able to keep up with his accent so well. I actually don't agree with that. I think Will Smith is horrible at accents, and I think he needs to practice that and maybe take maybe one of his millions and just go to class on accents just a little bit. But the movie itself is pretty good. He plays, a real life character, a doctor who discovered, the injuries that professional football players suffer, or actually football players maybe in general, suffer by being hit in the head over and over and over again. So it was a little traumatizing to see some of the hits that people like, real hits, the real footage of hits that men were taking on the field. And then, it's such a sad outcome that, they start to hallucinate and have these horrible headaches and really start to really be affected by this debilitating disease. And then some of them actually end up committing suicide because of it. So it was really, really sad in that sense. And it made me think about whether or not I would actually if I had a son, want him playing football. But my brothers played, my father played. I've known tons of other people to play. And, not everybody, of course, is getting hurt like that. But I think if I had a son, I would just let him be the kicker and nothing else, because everybody else is just getting really slammed on that football field. Anyway, so I went to go see The Hateful Eight as well. And The Hateful Eight, a Quentin Tarantino movie. It's actually pretty good. I'm very impressed with this particular film because almost the entire movie takes place in one room. And for you to keep the attention of everyone for 3 hours while the movie is just taking place in one room, you got to have a real serious script writing going on right there. So Quentin Tarantino, I've seen, I think, pretty much all of his movies, actually, I think. He's obsessed with a few things. He's definitely obsessed with gore. And he's obsessed with blowing heads up. And he's pretty much obsessed with throwing up. And he seems to be obsessed with nuts. He likes shooting off nuts and grabbing nuts and cutting off nuts and sucking nuts. Like, that's a real big thing for him. And it's never women grabbing these nuts. It's always men grabbing and sucking and fighting and cutting and shooting off nuts. So Quentin, it makes one go, maybe you're, and we just don't know about it. Is that it? But anyway, he's also obsessed with the word nigga. Now, Quentin Tarantino, nigga, let me tell you something. I personally feel like you don't get to use that word as frequently as you do. Nigga, just because you are writing the word nigga in a script, don't mean you get to just say it as much as you want to say it. And nigga, just because you're directing a movie, don't mean you get to just use the word nigga as freely as you do. Nigga, is you for real right now? Like, I mean, even the black folks is calling themselves nigga in this movie. Like, nigga, for real? Quentin, I just need you to ease up a little bit, because you don't get a free pass with that. I don't care if Samuel L. Jackson is in every movie you ever write from here until he dies. Nigga, you can't just say nigga like that, nigga. And I just, and why is there only one word for white folks for you? The only word you can come up, I mean, you're white. You can't get more creative than cracker. That's as far as your white exploration of white folk. And then the raggediest, toothless, dirtiest, got that nasty woman disease, scrungy, grubby, stank through the film, kind of nasty, grass-eating mule woman says the word nigga like nigga is beneath her. Now, nigga, that's just too far. That's just too far. It's just too far, Quentin. When some trash hash like that in the movie can be like, you gonna let a nigga like that talk to you? Nigga, you ain't got no teeth in your mouth. Is you serious? So, Quentin, I need you to ease up on that word, nigga. Please. Oh, yeah. Nigga, please.